everybody, and welcome to the Daily Scopes for the 6th of August. So today you've got Venus making a biquintile to the Moon's North Node, the Sun making a sesquiquadrat to Neptune, Mars making a quintile to Neptune. So Venus in astrology represents love, our relationship, our inner values, how we appreciate beauty and nature. And the Moon's North Node is associated with our karmic growth, like the direction our higher consciousness or our soul wants to go in any particular lifetime. So when Venus makes a biquintile to the Moon's North Node, it's a short energy, and we can just experience, feelings of whatever happens now, whether we're in a committed relationship or a new relationship that comes on, was meant to sort of be. Mars' quintile to Neptune as well adds to the dreamy, ethereal, fantasy, romance of the, energy of Venus's biquintile to the Moon's North Node. So it can make us more creative, encourage us to have more passion and drive. We may find ourselves more motivated to go after our creative plans and do our spiritual practices or research spirituality or the deeper mysteries of life, or just even doing things that are in alignment with our deepest goals and desires right now, whatever they may be. So combined, these energies, the biquintile of Mars and Neptune and Venus and the Moon's North Node, increases our intuition, can make us more creative and just want more meaning in our personal and professional relationships right now as well. Just wanting to understand our own motivations, why we may have self-destructive thoughts, why we have positive thoughts, why we may be positive about one area of our lives and negative about another area, just looking into your contradictions, doing that subtle inner work. But negatively, both of these energies can make it hard for us to tell the difference between fantasy and reality, and we can just want to be manipulated and fall into illusion as well. So it's important to stay grounded and use good judgment, be discerning in making your decisions right now and who you choose to be around, and letting new people into your life. Avoid being unrealistic and having unrealistic expectations of other people, or what you can do right now. You may overspend because you're like, I've got all the money in the world, but actually no, it's your rent money and you're going to get yourself into trouble. Just making sure you do all you can to stay grounded and listen to the subtle whispers of your inner guidance to allow your creativity and your inner spirituality and inner knowing to come to the forefront, and do things that align with your higher purpose, and just get to the depths of your problems and allow you to welcome love into your life. So content creators can talk about how we can bring more love into our thoughts, into our relationships, into our creativity, into our healing of our emotional, psychological and spiritual baggage. It's a great time to discuss how we can attract more positivity into our life by having positive thoughts and taking practical actions to build more positive habits into our life, because it's a holistic approach. It's not just positive thoughts alone or positive actions alone that are going to get us to where we need to go. We have to kind of make sure that we look at everything from a holistic perspective and do all the things that we need to do to align ourselves with our highest potential. Also, content creators can talk about how we can avoid being idealistic, how we can work with our dreams, talking about what our nightmares and bad dreams may be showing us. A lot of the time they're showing us the things we're running away from in our waking life, and sometimes they're so scary because it's like our brain or our psyche or subconscious trying to scare us into remembering, because we're ignoring typically our thoughts that tell us to change, even external people that may come into our life, or the reoccurring habits that happen in your life, experiences if you always have toxic lovers and stuff like that, and it's only a matter of time when we have to start thinking, what's toxic about me if I keep on attracting these people. A lot of the time, if you're a very empathetic person, you can understand even the darkest of human emotions and expressions, and this can make you think that you should be in intimate and sometimes dangerous situations with individuals who may be narcissistic and toxic for you. So just looking into why you feel that you have to people please to an extent that it endangers your own physical, emotional, psychological and spiritual health. So content creators can give tips on how we can do that as well, and also content around embracing our intuition, talking about the negative toxic thoughts that can get in the way of us trusting and understanding our intuition, and how the voices of fear sometimes masquerade as intuition and how it can be confusing to understand. So just talking about what intuition is and the importance of learning to acknowledge and face your emotional, psychological and spiritual blockages and not run away from them, and this is how you can uncover your intuition and learn to trust you and your intuition more. So yeah, that was the daily scope for the 6th of August.